And that was all she wrote. The Chicago Sky season comes to a crashing end in a blowout fashion in an 87-59 loss to the Connecticut Sun. We're going to talk about it all and more, but first, we got to play that intro.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chicago Sky Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, man. So the Chicago Sky season is now officially over, as the Connecticut Sun beat the Sky 87-54. The Washington Mystics also won their game. So even if the Sky did win this game, it would have been over with that alone. The Atlanta Dream are up right now 11 points to the New York Liberty with 22 seconds left in the game. So again, we needed both those teams to lose. They both look like they're going to win tonight. The Atlanta Dream are going to move forward and take that 8 seed into the WNBA playoffs, and that just is what it is. Like the Sky, we know that they had an upward battle, and it's unfortunate, but that's where it's going to end. The Atlanta Dream played a much better, were much better after the Olympic break, and they pull out that victory that they need to go ahead and go into the playoffs, and that's it. Told it's over with for the Chicago Sky this season, but the story's not done overall. While this is a disappointing way to end the season, especially considering how the season started for the Chicago Sky, I know and understand why a lot of Sky fans are going to be a little bit disheartened by the fact that the Sky could not get into the playoffs. But ultimately, listen, for everything that the Sky went through this season, right? For everything that the Sky went through losing Camilla early, Brenna Maxwell going down. Elizabeth Williams only played a handful of games for the Chicago Sky before she went down permanently. All these things happening kind of in, in different parts of this, different phases of the season. Training Marina Mabry, who was a player that was our second leading rebounder, our leading assist person, our leading 3-point shooter. All that happening, it's always going to be tough for a team to overcome those things. And unfortunately, in this case, the Sky just did not have it down the stretch to be able to overcome. And that just is what it is. It's unfortunate, but hey, now this was, listen, the Sky were never in this game for real. This was an ugly loss by the Chicago Sky. No Camilla Cardoso, no Kennedy Carter, no Angel Reese, no Elizabeth Williams. So, with all those players out, it was already going to be an upward battle for the Sky team anyway. But Elizabeth Harrison, 13 points. Dana Evans leads the Sky in scoring with 14 points off the bench. Davis has 12 points as well off the bench. 4 points from Lindsay Allen, 2 from Rachel Banham, who goes 0 of 6 from the field and 0 of 2 for 3-point range. Michaela Onyewerede, 5 points. Brianna Turner for 4 points. So, the Sky they didn't have it tonight. They just didn't have it. And, when you're missing your top players, your Sky are easily missing 3 of their 3 best players in this game. So, our role players have not been consistent this season. And so this is what it leads to. It leads to an ending like this. It sucks, but it's the ending that kind of made sense. Author Anita Davis says, hey, y'all, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Flockavelli says, sucks to end. All good things and bad must come to an end at some point. Can't wait to see what we look like next year. It's going to be scary year 2 of the rebuild. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Alan says, season officially over. Yes, the season is over. I'm okay with that. I don't want to see people dodging our Sky not winning a game in the playoffs because our bench is now starters up. Yeah, that's a point as well. I'm trying to see what Jeff is going to do this offseason. Oh, Jeff's going to get to work. He's already gotten to work. Already agreeing to terms of the new contract for Elizabeth Williams, which is a key veteran big. We got 2 first-round picks coming in this draft, and we have the second most cap space in the entire WNBA. Like, the Sky are set up with assets. What they do with it now, that remains to be seen. Angel said the players want to come play with her in the W. We're about to start seeing how true that is. We'll see how true that is. In this game, though, for the Connecticut Sun, Marina Mabry with 12 points off the bench, which is crazy. She hit some crazy threes. Nelson Ododa as well with 12 points off their bench. Harris with 15 points. Carrington with 12 points. Alyssa Thomas with 13 points and Bonner with 11 points as well in this game. So they're kicking it. They kicked our ass. So it is what it is there. Once again, Izzy is the future of the sky. Yeah, no. First of all, you're just saying stupid shit, and I'm not even gonna say it's because you're a Clark fan, because that isn't. Like, there's a lot of very intelligent Clark fans. You're just an idiot. So it's like I can't, like, you're really sullying the name of Caitlin Clark fans because you just want to be a dumbass and you're looking for attention. And if you get it here, it's not going to be the attention you want. I can promise you that. On to Olivia Miles sweepstakes, though. That is hilarious. I hope Izzy and Michaela come back. They're the only bench players I want to see return. I mean, they very well could. Michaela Onyeworthy is a restricted free agent. Isabel Harrison, though, isn't a restricted free agent. Now, she seems to really like Coach Spoon. She seems to like this roster, but she could very well want to go a place and get an offer from a place where she can contend for a title. So we'll see. It was so sad I turned it off early. That's funny. That's funny. The Sky fought a good fight this season. Yeah, for sure. For sure. If we get her inside too, then good lord, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. So, brother, how big of a Coach Spoon struggles was readjusting herself back to the W, because since she retired, she's been mostly coaching on the NBA level as a lead assistant. She hasn't been a lead assistant. She has been assistant over certain things, but not a lead assistant. I don't know if it's about readjusting to the W. I think it's about actually calling games and understanding the ebbs and flows of a game. She's a rookie as well. We had 3 key rookies on this team, and one of the rookies was our head coach. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Lindsay. Yeah, she's a decent guard to have on the team, especially off the bench if we get a guard in the draft. And that, yeah, we got a lot of, if we can get, like, even Rachel Banham, right? You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Rachel Banham. But if you strengthen that team to where you're not necessarily as reliant on Rachel Banham's three-point shooting, you're more so looking at that to be a compliment to what else you have on the team, I'm not mad at it, right? I'm not mad at it. So let's say this guy go out and get, just for the sake of this conversation, let's say they draft Olivia Miles, which is the player I want them to draft anyway, right? At that point, you got a solid point guard that can distribute and can shoot a little bit, right? You add that with Kennedy Carter, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso. Whether you bring Michaela Onyeworthy back or you can sign us to 2 or anybody else to be the starting 3, at that point, having Lindsay Allen, Rachel Banham, Mo Jefferson, and Elizabeth Williams off your bench is not a bad bench. That's not a bad bench. And to Brooklyn's point here, if you add Brenna Maxwell to that, that's not a bad bench at all. So we'll see what happens there. Is there anything that the Sky can do with Daisha Fair? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I got to give our players credit for showing up every game despite the struggles. Teaspoon needs to iron out some flaws this offseason. Angel needs to work on the layup and get a respectable mid-range shot. I agree. No notes on that, JK. No notes. But yeah, we got things that we need to work on. I don't think anybody's gonna like, and I'm excited to see what. Keep in mind, Angel and Camilla had no offseason. They literally went from the college women's season ending to a week later they were being drafted. A week after that, they were in training camp. A week after that, they were playing preseason games. They had no offseason, right? And so I'm really excited to see what an offseason looks like with that. What an offseason looks like for them to go in and actually get time to work on the games. And yeah, Camilla's going overseas to play. I forgot where she's going. Angel's going to be playing it unrivaled, but they still get to work with some trainers in that time as well. So, it is what it is. We'll see how it shakes out. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not mad at it. Not super happy with it either, but we'll see how it shakes out. But we do now know. So the Chicago Sky will be in the lottery. They will have the 3rd best odds in the lottery as well. So, and the good thing about that is that the Dallas Wings have the 2nd best odds. So even if we, through the lottery, end up with a better pick than the Dallas Wings pick isn't going to be much worse than the Sky's either. So, we'll see what happens there. I don't know if Stevo's coming or not. Don't forget our 10th pick as well, which that 10th pick is probably going to get knocked down some because the Valkyrie. So expect that to maybe get knocked down because they're going to have to insert the Valkyrie into the draft as well. So look out for that. Me personally, one of the big issues is roster limits is too small. We had to let key players go over the past several years due to roster shortage. Yeah, we've lost a lot of players. There wasn't a good player without the other girls being out there, but the whole team needs to lose that. that game because they were missing shots. Oh, they played terrible. Played terrible. We shot 26% from three, 66% from free throw range, and 33% from the field. That's bad. We got out rebounded by 13. We had 15 turnovers in the game. Yeah, we deserve to get our ass kicked. I expect huge leaps from Angel and Cardoso. I'm so excited. I mean, you could see that typically in the WNBA, you don't necessarily see huge leaps from year one to year two. But I mean, these aren't normal players, so you could very well see. I mean, we saw Camila Cardoso get better every game of the season, basically, when it was all said and done. Brooklyn says this NCAA tournament will be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Unfortunately, that might be Dana's final game in the league. Oh no, there's going to be another team to pick up Dana. She definitely will get picked up. Dana Evans is not as bad as what some people, because of the role that she's had to play. Dana Evans goes to a team with some better structure, some better spacing to where it's not just on her, and some better defense to where maybe she could just focus on being the heater. Dana Evans is going to be in the league. She's not going to be out the league anytime soon. She's too young, too big of a scorer. She's active defensively. Dana Evans isn't going to be out the league, especially not with more roster spots coming with adding teams over the next few years. Dana isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Why didn't Rachel Bannon play much tonight? Because she sucked. She sucked. I mean, she didn't do anything well. She didn't play defense well. She didn't hustle. She didn't shoot well. She didn't pass well. She didn't do anything good tonight. And Davis was bringing it better than her. Evans was bringing it better than her. This is what it is. She sucked tonight. I discovered this channel following the Chicago Sky. Thanks so much for making this such a fun and memorable season. I feel like you guys are family. LOL. Much love from ATL. Appreciate that, Playmaker. Like, that's what this is supposed to be like. If you notice, one thing that we don't do, like some other channels or like ESPN, and this isn't to knock them, everybody has their own style. I'm not here to say what style is better or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I will say this is that what we wanted here is we wanted to feel like you're sitting down talking sports with your people. And I feel like we captured that vibe really, really well. So that was the whole vibe of this, for sure. She played good D the first quarter. I don't think she did that. Sky can't rely on free agents, build in the draft. Well, no, you have to do both. It's fortunately in W. If you just look at just building through the draft with the limited picks that the Sky have, then you're still going to just be spending. No, you need to also bring in, that's the whole point of having cap space. No, you need to bring in some key veterans. Now, that could be veterans to support your young players, right? Not necessarily pass them up, but you also need free agents as well. No doubt. Oh, that wasn't to me. We have ninth right now because the Aces lost the first round. When Valkyrie is added, it will bump us up to the 10th pick. There should be another quality player to add. I mean, listen, this is the WNBA draft. You can add quality talent in the second round. Hell, sometimes in the third round if you scout well. So, yeah, the Sky are going to have a lot of opportunity for sure. Now, flexing on Haize, we talk actual basketball, not just petty drama. I mean, yeah, are we better than yeah, we're better than ESPN. I was more so at that shot. I was saying not the other channels. There's some really good WNBA channels out there. Some that have popped up this year, some that have been around longer than this year. You got to give those ladies and those men credit who cover this team and cover this league. So trade the whole bench. Nobody's going to take them. Mo Jefferson scored 0 points again. Not sure why we're keeping her. I mean, she's not really a scorer, and she's on a guaranteed contract. That's a big reason why. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, the offseason is going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. Brazil Popular says, damn, that sucks. Thanks, Anita. What happened? Oh, Anita. Oh, show somebody. I didn't even see Brazil Popular ask. What up, fam? Sorry if you had all this with Wiseman out tonight. Yeah, she had a shoulder injury. It was nagging her for the last week or so of the season. So, yeah. Hey, I know we can draft a point guard, but do you think we need a veteran point guard? No, not necessarily. I think you need a veteran. That's why, Lindsey Allen is still here, and I think she should stay here, right? But I think that if you draft a quality one that's used to actually running an offense at the collegiate level, that should be fine. Should be fine. Y'all is funny as fuck. If I'm going to forever watch y'all, not on Bulls content though. No, you should definitely watch the Bulls content. I don't know why not. Who would you target as the experienced assistant? Come on, brother. Vern be trying to ask them questions like he's writing for goddamn Sports Illustrated. We tried, but we worked hard. That's a fact. That's a fact. Crank that is an undercover Angel Reese hater, Haize. I cooked him in the other chats multi times. Watch out for him. He's looking to be negative. Who? Who's? I don't even see him. Oh, that. Oh, this. Oh, that explains the dumbass question. Then. That would explain the dumbass question. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Listen, one thing that you learn in doing this job is some people are just stupid. You're just stupid. Like, and it is what it is when it comes down to it. You got to take the good with the bad. As many of y'all that I appreciate and that we've rocked with all season, some of y'all are stupid. Not y'all. Some of the people in the chat are stupid. Like that old man that I cooked that day, the one Caitlin Clark weird person that comes in here all the time. Like, but my core people, y'all know I fuck with y'all the long way. So they ain't never gonna change. But you know what? What's somber about the end? As of next season, Bannon will work on her threes. Will work on her threes. I mean, that's what she's supposed to be, is a 3-point shooter. I don't know if she's gonna work on them anymore. I mean, I get to the point like when you've been in the league as long as Rachel Bannon is in the league, sometimes you just are who you are. Like she's on her 10th season? Yeah, this is her 10th season in the W. So some of y'all is stupid. Is hilarious. Listen, it is what it is. Camilla's up for all rookie, all defensive awards. Is she going to China? It's for no, she's already announced she's going to play overseas. So all rookie, all that has nothing to do with going. So keep in mind, the WNBA players don't make a lot. Camila Cardoso is making $64,000 this season to play in the W. They go play overseas because they need more money. Those awards, all defensive, all that ain't getting them no more money. But she's already announced where she's going to be playing overseas. Hold on. I don't remember where she's going to be, but she did already announce where she's going to be playing. She will be playing in China. Her and Kennedy Carter have already confirmed to play in China this offseason. So I don't think so Brazil Popular, I don't think he means play in China like instead of the WNBA. The seasons are offset. So she's gonna go over and play in China during the off season. That's what she's gonna do. Bannon needs to work on her weight and her. Let's not body shame. Rachel, it's funny because like when you see Rachel Bannon in regular clothes, she doesn't look that heavy. But then when she's in the W uniform, like that, let me stop. I just told you to stop. Bannon handles isn't going to get better. Yeah, it's not. Camilla to Shanghai, Kennedy to Wuhan. Yeah, that's. I'm going to be watching that. That's fucked up. Yeah, it is, but it's changing. So the CBA is going to end at the end of the 2025 season. They're going to renegotiate the CBA. Contracts are going to see a big rise. We may finally start seeing the era in which WNBA players do not go and play overseas in the offseason. That'd be great to see. Great to see. Brazil says, okay, my bad. I didn't know that was even possible. Yeah, listen. And once I reread your comment, I figured that's probably you probably didn't understand what that meant. So, yeah. She's just heavy chested. That's all. That's very accurate. Like that's what I say. Like, yeah, Rachel Bannon doesn't like when you see her in regular clothes, she doesn't look like she's heavy at all. Like, thought they was dissing Miller. Yeah. Listen, I'm all for defending our players, so no shade there. You got to defend your own. So, well, I guess I was awake. What? Oh, I don't know what that's about. Ken would have been in Unrivaled had her people not dropped the ball and caught the invitation. Oh, they took. Oh, I didn't know that. Carmela Brown says, thanks for the last this season. Hey, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Bantam should not handle or pass the ball, strictly coming off pin down and catch it. Facts. I've been saying that, JK, 100% fact. If Rachel Bantam could do the Rip Hamilton in the WNBA, meaning Rip did dribble, but I'm saying as far as just coming off screens, coming off pin downs, catch and shoot. I wouldn't mind that at all as a role player, right? The moment Rachel Bantam has to dribble the ball and think, it's downhill. It's downhill. She moves around the court like she's about to tip over and triple. That's crazy. The slander is wild. That's crazy. Get those likes up, people. JK says 100. But no, man, this has been a fun season. We came into the season. Keep in mind, right? And we've had this channel for three. This is our third year of the channel. We came into the season less than 1,000 subscribers. We had less than 1,000. It was me, Stevo, and like 5 people last year in post game shows. The channel's now almost at 6,000 subscribers. The channel's almost at. That happened in the season, so we thank you guys for that. We thank you guys for that, the support, and hopefully in turn to that, you guys have been enjoying the content. We are not going away. Sorry, hiccups. We are not going away just because the season is ending. You still will be getting content for us over the season. Now, until the season ends and like players start doing some things, it may be a little sparse. You may only get one episode a week or whatever happens there. Well, so I'm gonna wait probably until start on Monday. And then on Monday, I am going to do reviews of each player's season. So there'll be a lot shorter videos. So there'll probably be 10-minute videos, but I will be doing like a video on Dana Evans, grading her season. What went good, what went bad. Camila Cardoso, Kennedy Carter. I'll go through everybody on the roster and grade their season. And then at the end of that, I'll give, if I want to see them come back or not, if the Sky should look to retain them. So there you guys go on that one. The content's not done. The content is not done. Sky fans, we will be giving you guys content throughout the offseason. It just may not be as frequent. So, Haize, are we going to have live shows during the NCAA tournament? And if so, what schedule do we have to look forward to? That is 100% up to, I don't do live calls. That's 100% up to C-Dub. That's 100% up to Dub. What are the biggest pieces that the Chicago Sky need to be good next season? Point guard and three-point shooting. Point guard and three-point shooting. I think that needs to be the focus. Thanks for creating space for Sky fans to celebrate the WNBA. People have been crazy in these WNBA streets. Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am thankful for the growth of the W. I'm thankful for every one of y'all. But one thing I do miss about, like, in previous years, it was just sports talk. It was just, let's just talk the game. Let's break down who's better. Like, you have some discourse on that. I ain't never seen no shit like in the WNBA community of what we've seen this year. The racist allegations, the shit talking, like all that. I ain't seen like that. That's been the craziest part of the W growing, but it comes with the growth of the game. You can't want to grow, and there's going to be trolls that come along with growth. It's just the way that it goes. Will you cover any playoff games? So on daily episodes, so I don't know if you guys watch just the live stream. So episodes, I do have a segment called Around the W. So during the playoffs on Around the W, when I do I'll recap what's going on around the W. So I will talk about playoffs that way. So responding to fans asking, Ken said she wasn't invited. People are getting on Unrivaled for not inviting her. And then Unrivaled said they did. And then Ken found the email invite. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Post-game conference is getting real. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull it up. Give me 1 second. Is it on? Are they doing it on X or is it on the Sky's YouTube page? Somebody tell me real quick. We can watch it together. And why'd you say it was getting real? What happened?
You know, it's tough to see my players like that. It's hurtful.
What
See
happened?
them speak about things that they've had to go through outside of the game of basketball.
Outside of the game of basketball.
How it took a toll on their mental. These are the things that I knew. And I think a lot of times people don't recognize what these players go through just to play the game. How hard it is to come in every day, practice hard every day, go and play in front of thousands and thousands of people, and then reading those things that they had to read about themselves, and me too. It doesn't bother me. So I'm trying to be as helpful as I could to them in those areas of life, because it could take a toll on young people. But what I love about this group, and I said it to them, is they had a no give up spirit. They would never give up. They always gave everything they had. Every ounce of energy they had, they gave. They left everything out there. And if you can leave everything out there, you can walk away knowing that I left everything. All my juice is out there. All my energy was out there. All my effort was out there. You can live with that. And as a coach, to watch them play as hard as they did, there's no excuses. We don't make excuses because we didn't have our full team. We knew we still had to play. And it was hard. It was difficult to sustain the energy down the stretch. But what they did to represent that uniform the way that they're supposed to, representation of themselves and who they are, and then representing that uniform, I couldn't ask for anything more.
When you think about those, what you guys had to overcome, the injuries, I guess, how different do you really think this team would have been? Even going back to like Elizabeth's injury, how much of a difference do you really think that all would have made? Because this team was still very young, still very inexperienced. So I'm just curious what you genuinely think.
Yeah, but when you talk about going all the way back and having Will with us, along with Cardoza, along with Angel, along with Kennedy and Diamond, and they all being healthy, you're talking about a team with an incredible production from your bench as well. You have an incredible bench production as well. But you're talking about losing all of that and what all of that brings to our team. You lost a lot. We lost a lot with all of them being out. And without a doubt in my mind, we would have definitely been in the playoffs, not fighting for an 8th seed. We wouldn't have been fighting for an 8th seed. We would have definitely been up in numbers with the group that we had. Unfortunately, in this game, injuries happen. And just unfortunately happened to us down the stretch of in a stretch that was so crucial.
DJ Harden, Chicago State of Mind. Lindsay Allen has been an underrated player for you this season. So I just want to ask, what do you like most about her game this season?
I've said this 1,000 times. She's a great leader. She came out and she led our troops. She knows how to steer the ship.
Coach Spoon is
took on a lot of scoring for us as well. When with people being out, she decided she's going to inject herself, but yet making sure that she did her job first as a point guard, and that's to facilitate. And she injected herself. She did a heck of a job of doing that. But then she's a pest defensively. So many things that you do as a point guard, everything is initiated through you, whether that's the beginning of the offense or the beginning of the defense. And she did a heck of a job all season long for us.
And follow up, we talked about the injuries, and it's been a long season. You guys battled hard. So I just want to ask, what was your message to the team heading into the offseason?
I think I'll leave that in the locker room.
Coach, obviously injuries are out of your control, and you take the team out there that you have. There seemed to be a critical window after the Olympic break where the team goes, I think, 1 for 9 in that start. And I'm curious from your point.
Listen, I feel like some of these reporters just want to ask a question so bad that they're just idiots. Like, she's answered some of these questions already, and people are asking the same question. Then on top of that, you can see that this woman is feeling this right now. Like, she is feeling the weight of not getting this team into the playoffs, and hopefully she uses that to go and fix some of the things in her own coaching game. And I don't mean that as like to put down on her. She's a rookie head coach. Rookie head coach has got to fix some shit, but hopefully she learns it. But let's get back in.
If we were a healthy basketball team, that we would definitely be a playoff team, without a doubt in my mind.
What do you think is, I know the season just ended, there's not been a ton of time for reflection, but just immediately when thinking about next season, what do you see as being the biggest need that needs to be addressed this offseason?
Well, I just want to take my time with that before even answering that, because you know, the way you feel after losing and knowing that you're out for the season, you want to make sure that everything you say is the correct thing to say and say it in the right way. So I'll take my time with thinking about that, along with our general manager and the organization, and we'll just go from there. I just don't want to make sure that I say the right things. There's a lot of thoughts going through my mind because I worry about our young players and what they're thinking and how they're feeling. But a piece of the message in the locker room was that I love them. I love them. I love everything about them and what they bring on a daily basis to help me to grow and to give them an idea of where your growth truly comes from. Your growth doesn't always come from the good. It doesn't always come from the wins. Your growth comes from being uncomfortable. Your discomfort, you'll find a lot of growth there. And I know I have. I know I've found a lot of growth with myself as a coach. And I know that they have too. So we'll continue to grow and take the feeling that we have right now and not want to feel it again.
We'll go back to Coach.
Coach, you said you're worried about what your young players are thinking and feeling. What are you worried that they're thinking?
No, I'm always worried about them. My priority, every one of them. I'm not just an X and O person. I'm not just about that. No, it's not just what it is. There's a line that they know that cannot be crossed. It's not about the X's and O's. There's relationships here. You know, you're always thinking about how they feel, what they think, how they feel about themselves. You have my players sitting here right before you with tears rolling down her face. Do you think I'm not worried about how she's feeling? Absolutely. You know, I'm last. I can take care of me, but I want to make sure I take care of them. That's I prioritize that. They're my priority. So I'm gonna worry about how they feel, what they think, how they think of themselves, what I think of them, and how I think of them. Yes, I'm gonna make sure they know. And the first thing I said to them, I love you. That's the bottom line, is I love them. We'll figure it all out. No doubt in my mind. Come back bigger and stronger.
Last few, we'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom.
All right, y'all. I ain't gonna play the whole press conference there, but that's Coach Spoon. One thing you gotta love about Coach Spoon is she invests in her players. That you can tell that she's emotionally invested and she cares about these players deeply, and that's something that I'm always gonna respect as a coach. Like what she's able to do, and how much she genuinely cares about the players. It's not something you see from every coach. And that's in the WNBA, that's in the NBA, that's all over. And so the way that she does love these players, it says a lot. And so yeah, gotta get hats off to Coach Spoon and the way that she's managed and navigated this season, a season that has had a lot of things outside of basketball because of who the Sky did draft and Angel Reese. Like that came with a level of, yeah, you're going to get a lot of new fans to the game, but that comes with the level of criticism that's going to come from some people as well that don't really like Angel Reese for what she is and who she represents at herself as a person. And so the Sky welcoming that, the Sky embracing that, having a coach like Coach Spoon who've supported that, having players on this team like Isabel Harrison and others that have supported that as well, that have embraced that some of the negative that comes with Angel Reese being on your team, not from Angel, but from the outside. And that's a bad thing about all of this, right? Is that if negative things came because of Angel as a player, like that's one thing to deal with. But for this woman who is so hated by grown ass, sissy ass, insecure ass men, this woman, this 22-year-old woman that has so many grown ass men in a tizzy that they spend time hating on people like Angel and the people around her, right? Kennedy Carter's gotten some of that as well, right? The fact that this franchise, who the Sky haven't always been the best PR wise, have handled that. That's something that you have to also acknowledge, and I think that's great. So yeah, it is what it is when it comes down to that, man. This is like who Coach Spoon is, who these ladies are as people is amazing. And you got to embrace that. And that's going to come, like I said, that's going to come with some hate, but fuck the haters. It's stupid. Yeah. And Tony, I don't think you're really grasping the concept. They're not blaming the fans because they played horrible. She's saying that what they've had to endure is something that they shouldn't have to endure. That's a separate thing in what she said. Go back and listen to actually comprehend. And I don't mean this to sound offensively. I know it's going to, but I'm just talking flat out with you. Go back to listen to comprehend what Coach Spoon is saying. Coach Spoon didn't say they lost because of fans and hate. She's saying that they shouldn't have to deal with that. That's what she's saying, that they shouldn't have to deal with that. She also took into consideration and said, and now she did say the injuries, and they would have been further on without the injuries, but that's not what she said. She didn't say that they played horrible because of fans. Go back and listen to what she actually said. That's not what she said at all. That's not even a shred of what she said. So that's just not what she said. I wish they had perimeter shot through. Hopefully they get someone in the offseason help. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a big fact. I'm going to end it on this question. We're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up the stream. Are you going to do draft coverage for the Sky and Prospects? I don't follow college hoops until March Madness. Yes. So once the college season starts, me and Steve have already said that we're going to do, like, I don't know if we're going to call it like power rankings or draft board or whatever, but we're going to do like weekly episodes where we go over, all right, who's our top 5, top 10 players that we want to see the Sky draft. So that's where we're going to be at with that during the season. Haize, these weirdos are not misunderstanding. They're blatantly ignoring things and looking for discourse. Listen, discourse, I agree with you. I agree with you. People just, listen, critical thinking is something like, we used to say common sense ain't common. Critical thinking is even less common. Like, people nowadays, they don't even try to use their brains anymore. It's just an organ in their skull. Like, people are really stuck. You're stupid. You're stupid. Like, it's just, it's really stupid. You're stupid. You're dumb. Like, if you wake up, and I'm telling you, if you as a grown man and or woman, right? I believe in gender equality here. If you are a man or a woman and you wake up and at some point in the day you think, hey, I'm going to go hate on somebody, like intentionally. That's not saying that if somebody comes and asks your opinion about something. I'm saying that if you wake up, you put on your socks, you put on your crusty ass drawers, for men and women, because some of y'all be walking around with crusty drawers. Stop turning them inside out. They still stink. If you put on your bra, if you put on your wife beater, and you sit there and you wake up and you say, I'm about to go hate on somebody today, you're an idiot. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're stupid. I'm sorry. You're not that intelligent. You are if survival of the fittest were a thing, you'd be dead, right? Thank everybody else for the fact that we are now living in a society where survival of the fittest isn't a thing anymore, because you're dumb. You're stupid. You people are stupid. And I don't understand, why do you wake up every day and choose stupidity? Like, that's just the thing. Why do you choose stupidity? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Some of y'all are stupid. And I don't know if it's the public school system. I don't know if the fact that No Child Left Behind is the only reason why you were able to graduate. Send your degree back. So go back to Job Corps. You're dumb. You're stupid. And I'm sorry, I know people are going to watch this after live and be like, that's how you talk to people? Yeah, you're dumb. I'm sorry, you're stupid. If you wake up in the morning and you sit there and you look in the mirror after, and some of y'all don't even brush y'all teeth before y'all start hating. If you pick up your phone, you open up Twitter, you go to Instagram, you go to a message board, if you go to a Facebook group and you do all that shit, and your bills are still month to month, you got that rotten tooth in the back because you don't go see the dentist. You ain't got your teeth cleaned in the last 6 years. On top of that, you ain't got no 401k, and your kids are ugly. And you wake up and instead of fixing those things, you choose to hate on 22-year-old women. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Make the choice every day to wake up and not be stupid. Like, come on, we got bigger things in life that y'all need to be getting together, man. Some of y'all titties lopsided. Some of y'all motherfuckers like ain't seen your own dick in the last 6 years. Like, stop being stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Just don't be. I'm really trying to help y'all right now. Like, stop being stupid. Listen, y'all lucky we got a good. Quita is such a good person. I don't even feel right cursing when she's in the chat. I apologize. But some of y'all are just dumb. Some of y'all are just stupid. And y'all just gotta make better choices in life. Just make better choices. Stop waking up and hating on women. Like, and like I said, for real, the only people that really, like, as people who watch the game of basketball, you can criticize, you can review, you can talk about the game. But if you start attacking these women as people because you're sitting at home and you have no life, stop doing it. Just shut up. Shut up. You got to clock into a 9 to 5 every day that you hate. These women get to play basketball and y'all hating. Shut up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're not done, though. I know the season is over. We're not done here. We'll be still going on during the season. We'll start dropping reviews of the players from the season and all that type of stuff coming down the pipeline. I love you guys, man. Y'all go and support Quita as well. She's an amazing content creator. It's definitely made me step my game up as well. She's amazing. But yeah, that's my time. I didn't even expect to get on no high horse. Like, people just piss me off. Some of y'all just dumb. It's just dumb. And I don't understand why it has to be like that. It just does. It really does not have to be that way. It really doesn't have to be that way. Like, it just doesn't. I love you guys, man. This has been an amazing season. I can't stress enough how good the season has been for the growth of the channel, for the growth of just interacting with some amazing people who you guys are outside of the ones that are stupid. You guys are really amazing people, and the support that you've given the city. I love my city, and so the people who give love to the city, I love you guys back. Support Angel, support Camilla, support Teaspoon, everybody, and we're not done. We're not going away because the season is over. But I'll see you guys soon, man. I love you guys. Go Sky. We're not done, and we're coming back even stronger next season. Peace.